So let's go back. I look like shit, I'm sorry. But I'll give a visual. It's me. Anyways. Now you know where I'm at. So, that's just a visual so you know who's talking. Every language has this basic concept. I'm going to try to use the brush. I don't know what color, what size. Alright. We have 1 or 0. Alright. To do that, you have a point, and a connector item. This one has 1 point and a connector item. Alright, let's go ahead and change color for that. It's 1. It's 1. Alright, this gives you your base function there. So, anyways, if you do 1, 1, 0, 0, that's 12 in binary. But anyways, 1 equals 2 in binary. Now the shapes you have to ignore except for these 2. Okay? Because you have different ways of doing this. So you got 1, which you can do is a nail, and a piece of string. And then this would be 0 as a nail and a piece of string. So, but technically this is malleable, so you can change that. Then you can make the jump to like items, because the pictorial, and then you've got like items. Now this, you're not sure if that's correct, so you then change that, and then do the binary count, which 1, 0 we know is 2, 1, 0, 1 is 5. So we've got, ignore this because that was just a drawing. 1, 2, 3, all the same item. So it's 1, 2, 3 times 13 equals 3, 2, 5. Alright? I'm going to go ahead and destroy that. And I apologize, I had that resting against my stomach. Not sure if it's going to go through. So, with this concept, this, so those are filled in, those items, that's always going to be your start, finish. It's always going to be that. That's how it is. Now with this, to do measurement, these are your 2 items that you have to work with. So of the 2, because this is finite or stationary, this dot circle is what we have to work with. Now remember, that's a string. So you can move it around, you can form it into whatever you want, but it's still made from this and that, 1 to 1. Okay? So, now this has 2 tools. Actually, they turn into 3 tools. So you take your boundary, because those equal, the middle part in the circle, not the, so we're getting rid of that, and that. Those 2 are equal. Those are your boundaries. Those are your restrictions, your maximum threshold. Max. And then this is your subdividers. Okay? So, now, what I had proposed in the last video is that binary, whatever the planet count from your light source, your star, is 1, 2, 3, and that's Earth. So if we were 6 planets away, there would be 6 there. And then 6, whatever that number is, so you would add 2, so that's 1632. So 32, our symbol would have to equate to our visual input, our eyes, the number of eyes we have. Okay, that's just how the rule's going to go. So, and I'll work it out from there. So then that system, I don't have the numbers. I know I can figure it out. So with our current system, we've got 13 plus 13. So we've got half and half. It's 26. 13 times 13 is 1, 6, 9. Alright, now right here, this is showing night and day. Just like that's showing night and day. Okay? And then Roman numerals is 5. Alright? So, what I've come to the conclusion is, if you can understand that this, which is our 17th letter, correlates to an understanding our bridge concept of 1, 2, 3, we know as 1. That's different, so it's odd man out. So 1, 1, 1 equals 7. And the 7th prime is 17. And now you start with the division of your light source, your full day cycle, or your full year cycle. So that's how it is. Now you've got years to days to hours, minutes, seconds. Okay? There's 5. Alright, now is that because of our hands having 5 things, with having this as the odd guy out? So this is all is easily understandable. This starts getting hard. It's big numbers. Who knows? So we are back to this and that with an understanding of nail, string, nail, string, nail. Okay? So how binary works is anytime you put a 0 right here behind a 1, so it's 1, the 0 is 2. Now if you do a 1 to 1, it is 1 times 0 plus 1. So that would be 2, and that would be 3 because you're adding the 1 on it, and that's how it works. So this number right here is 1 times 2, so that's 2, and that's times 2, so that's 4, it's 5, and that's times 2, and that's 50, because that's a 0, and then that's times 2, that's 101. because it's 50 times 2 plus 101. Okay? Super simple. Now, again, with the 101, you have the 1 dot, dot, dot. So it's technically true strings 3. So 3 nails. So it's 23. We know as that. We know that's a cycle, and that's a cycle. Night, day, night, day. So this is defining a full cycle. So that's 24 hours. That's full. And then this is defining the division between this and this point. So right down the middle. So then the only thing we can do is right there and do the same. So then we've got the 101. So then you got to figure this full cycle. Right, so that's going to be our 0. We've got 12, and this is here. Four 0. It's 12 out, 12 out, and then this is 24. So we won't need that anymore. So we know that because this is the maximum threshold right there. So we got 0, 24. From the top sky down, we got 12. 12. So here's where it gets confusing. And this is where I was at, because this could also be hours, minutes, seconds, where the minute is the operator. The minutes don't have a full cycle. Right? Or do they? So each one of these have a full cycle. So at their maximum threshold, it's 60. Nope. Okay, I got it. So you got day, it's 24. Hours. 60. So it's 60. That's hours. This is minutes. And that's the full cycle. Whatever. I did that wrong. Let's try it again. Keep it big. So we have days. 3, 6, 5. Alright. You got hours. 24. You got minutes. Is 60, and then this is going to be the same to get 60 because you need that matching string. Alright, so anyways, so your seconds, which is next, or your cycle, which is spelled with a C ironically, is always going to be 1 to 1. Ignore the shapes. So in a day, if you take 60 times 60, 3, 6, 0. Alright, then you multiply that times 24. Geez, I don't have the math there. So 0, 0. 4 times 6 is 4, 2, 4, 1, and then 2 is 0, 0, 0, 2, 7. do that math down, be 864. 864 0 0. Okay. Now on the degrees thing, if you're looking, if you didn't know what they were, so that would be like that. So that's 360, 360. So that's 360, 360, and then these are stacked, so that's 720. This has 90-degree angles. Okay, this is supposed to be a circle, but I haven't figured that out. So, but I do know that 6, 7, 8, 9. Like items, different items. So that's giving you a hint there. I know that. And then you gotta understand, so you got that line dot, and this is going to be a dot circle. So you gotta figure that out. I had it. It has to do with R. I'm just gonna jump to that. So we got that, and then we got that. That. What you're not seeing is the full circle there, the full circle there, and that's showing the light cycle of day, night. So that's why if you overlap the S's with the R, it would be right there. So that you got that and that. It's showing you the full connection right there. So you got 3 items. You got that repeating. 2, 3. Just how it is. We're lucked out. There's got to be another underlying argument that that's the only way this works, or what we're able to visibly see. There's no concept outside of binary numbers. So you're like, well, we just have it. No. It all comes down to 1, 0, 1, which is point, line, point. So, and that's 25 in binary. Now let's go ahead and understand binary. I told you how the math works, so it goes 1. And then the next one moves over to the next column, 1, 0. And it goes 1, 1. And then all those 2, so you pop over to the third one, 1, 0, 0. And then 1, 0, 1. And then 1 moves over to the open spot, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and then it bumps over again. So it shows movement, progression of 1 movement. That's it. So with this and the string, you then use this tool right here, and you can tap it in to right here and here to get a diameter, or if it's really big, you cut it really big. You can do that part, and then you can take that other screw and measure it to right there. That's your radius. Or if you want to get creative, which this is, I haven't figured this one out. If you can undo the string to 1, so of that, you undo the string to this one. You then have this, you got that circle, and then you do the center point, or you could we'll do the center point, and then you can put the third screw right there. So you tie it on and do that. Or you can do the full diameter and then kick it up to whatever you want. So anyways, T is a simple binary choice of 1 or 0. U is the light source of an entire cycle of 1 dot. V is the definer of different. Now this item, this letter, you need to identify is the number of light sources. So in the day, if you've got multiple light sources and it looks like that, you have peaks, you've got crevices, you've got to make a letter out of that. So, and then if you've got, but this is just light. This isn't how many moons there are. And then you've got the repetition of that, moon to moon, so that's day. And then, I don't know from there, because that's what we just defined. So that's the full one. So this got to be 1 to 1, so that's our binary to base 10. So it's base 2, which is binary, to base 8 to base 10. I want to put seconds there for some reason. Alright, so that's his, him, hymns. Get it? Alright, or dimes. So, alright, I'll figure it out. On that, I'm going to just leave it. And then X, so you take your entire cycle and divide it by 4. Got Y. Now this, I don't know if this would increase this letter, second from the end, would increase based off of either planets or light sources, or it's because of eyes and light source. So this is something you'll have to work out with the numbers, but Z is always your final one. So this last one always has to match. Your final character will always be 90 degrees of half plus 1. Alright? So your maximum threshold, Z, or whatever language you're creating, divide it by 2 plus 1. That's how it's going to be. Super simple. That way anyone can figure it out. And it'll always go back, no matter what. No matter what shapes you do, it'll always go back. So